What's up, everyone? Tonka here with Proline Racing, Nomad RC, 530 Crooked Crawlers. And today we're going to be talking about some upgrades. I got a request on a previous comment. A gentleman asking me if we can talk about upgrades done to Redcat, the E10, I believe he was asking about. And also, I'm going to tell you some upgrades about Gen 7. I'm going to try to keep this video short, cut to the points, and get it done. Hoping to keep this in under 5 minutes. So stay tuned and let's get with it. First things first, E10. We started out with the E10 and we had this kind of chassis layout. E10 chassis really was extended out to about there. That's where the real chassis layout kind of, that's the points where you could hook your shocks to and everything. That's as far as it went out. So I got with Joe Nichols at JD&RC Performance, and I said, let's extend the shock towers out so we can get more straight up and down shock articulation here. That was one upgrade that we really wanted to get to, was that kind of stabilized the truck with all that torque twist and everything. So we made up this chassis that eliminated a lot of the torque twist from the E10. On from there, it was making a scale truck. Now, Redcat did a great job of producing the Everest 10, which didn't really look like a truck you'd see driving down the road, but it was an introduction to the scale world. After that, the E10 was, or Gen 7, excuse me, was a pretty legit truck. What we came up with out of a Gen 7 is this here. This is my TRD edition. This is my Yoda, strapped with my Proline rims, Proline tires. These are the flat iron XLs with a custom cut by Matt Huck from A-Main Hobbies. He custom cut these tires into a mud pattern. But this truck alone is an awesome build they did. That was a mosquito. Caught that guy. Spidey senses are on. This truck didn't really need a lot of upgrades. It's very well built. The chassis is very well made. It's very stout. Really, I just kind of wanted to go into this one and see what I could do. So, long story short, we upgraded the ESC. We switched it up to a Castle Sidewinder 3. Same receiver. We changed up the motor. The motor is a Hakamoto hand-wound brush motor. And it doesn't look like we're going to get this in under 5 minutes. So we're just going to flow with it. Anyways, we upgraded the skid to Everest skid, actually. The Gen 7 skids has an offset transmission. So this kind of centralized the transmission instead of having it being offset forward. We got some Incision drive lines hooked up there. Really nice and beefy. BPC sliders. BPC, if you guys know anything about the Gen 7s, was a big partner in getting these made. Shout out to Bruce. That guy does not get enough credit. He was a key component of this truck getting done. These chassis being in and made and being a part of Gen 7 and the Redcat movement itself. Now this one, like I said, I went with the Pro model. It didn't need a lot of upgrades. I gutted the inner fenders and put on a new body and added sliders, added little things. But really, it does not need a lot of upgrades. The Pro model comes with metal shocks. It comes with the diff skids. Those diff skids save you a lot of pumpkin damage. I'll tell you what. And you can see those differential skids. They take a lot of abuse. They get dragged across rocks. But the plastic on my axle, those plastic axle housings, are not getting beat up. So that's awesome. What do we else want to talk about here? This really, like I said, didn't get a lot of upgrades. I threw some metal transmission gears in there, so they're pretty hefty. This thing is butter smooth. I extended the wheelbase out. I switched it up and I changed the links. Those are Traxxas links there. They take the 4mm rod ends, and that was kind of that setup. And to push on to kind of in between the custom builds, before the Gen 8 came out, we started messing with cutting our own chassis. And so one of the first ones that you guys may have seen on videos is this little guy. This is my custom Suzuki Samurai. All Redcat underneath. We got the Redcat axles, Redcat skid, transmission, metal trans gears, all that good stuff. This is a fully custom build. I think that honestly this is my third Samurai build. The second one I did, the full chassis, the all the cross members, any of the battery trays, the ESC tray, all that stuff was 3D printed. Chassis was 3D printed. Everything on that truck was 3D printed. And that is our Nomad RC chassis. You guys can check that out. Nomad RC on Instagram. You can sign up for our newsletter. That's at nomadrc.com. And on our website, you'll see that chassis. I mean, it's literally 3D printed chassis, 3D printed body posts, mounts, cross members, transmission skid, anything. But back to this. This is a really custom build. Now it looks like a lot there. Don't get me wrong, but we're gonna go through this. This is a custom chassis by Joe Nichols again. JDN RC Performance. I took the BPC battery tray, plugged it on the chassis. I took the Everest 10 battery tray, plugged it in here on the chassis. I eliminated the center, which allowed my spur to poke through. Still had a spot for the receiver, ESC, all that good stuff. Wheelbase, I had to cut custom links just to make sure my pinion angle's nice. We got the custom Gen 7 rims on there. This chassis is definitely done up. Again, you got those nice BPC differential sliders. Aluminum steering knuckles there. That is a servo I use pretty much all my trucks right now. That is an EcoPower WP 120T. T is in Tango. This is a great servo. Waterproof. Very durable. And it's like I said, it's been getting put in all my other trucks. So take a look at that. You can see those at amainhobbies.com. They have those servos. And let's move on to the next Samurai. This guy right here is something else. This sucker is a mean Samurai. This again is a custom build here. Chassis again is JDN RC Performance, Joe Nichols. This is another chassis he cut for me. Huge thanks to Proline Racing. They have became my sponsor for 2019, and they have just been showing me nothing but love. I get the bodies I want, rims, tires, shocks, scale accessories, light bars, you name it. Pretty much RC related stuff, you know. Proline makes it. This here, again, custom chassis. This is a 1/8 inch thick aluminum. These are Nomad RC custom cross member. That's just a new prototype we just stuck in there. Cross members hold your LEDs ready to go. These are the new Proline KM3s. Awesome truck. Went with the Everest 10 skid. We got the Gen 7 axles, Gen 7 skids also. This thing is completely custom. This is all droop. If you see, there's no shock coils here. That's all Drew. So when you're bouncing down the rocks, that tire's going to fall right down, and you're going to have a super low center of gravity. I guess the next truck I really care to talk about would be the Gen 8. So let's say something about that. And I'm not really going to talk a lot about the body, but let's talk about the truck. Now, if that doesn't say something to you right there alone, I don't know what you're seeing. But this truck gets driven. I mean, those tires are literally still packed. This is literally from yesterday. We went out yesterday. We went for about an hour and a half. No issues. Actually, hold on. I had one issue. My servo horn screw came undone. That was thankful to a buddy. You know, the next guy on the trail pretty much always has a screw and a tool, so we got it back on the trail. I've had no portal issues. I have had no transmission issues. I upgraded the servo. Typically, it's just one of those things I do as soon as I get the box off of the truck or the truck out of the box is upgrade that servo. So that's what I did. Other than that, this Gen 8 is seriously an awesome build. I suggest you guys get one. The portal axles have a ton of clearance. You're coming over those rocks, these portal axles get you right over. You don't drag. They're machine spools. I've taken them apart. There are some people who thought that this truck came with metal gears. I myself thought that. It does come with metal gears, only in the axles. So, if you want to upgrade anything to metal, you would have to contact Redcat and get those upgrades. This does not come with metal in the transmission or in the transfer case. It is only the differentials and the your outputs for your axles. But this truck right here is truly a scaler. This really supersedes the Gen 7 as far as the scale look, especially with the body on here. They did an awesome job. This truck turns heads on the trail. Easy. It's big. It gets in, it gets out. It's strong, it's durable. I love it. It's really a cool truck. But I've given you guys 12 minutes and 59 seconds of my time, and I want to know what you guys have to say. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, whatever you want to do. Let me know if you have questions. I've said it multiple times. If you got a question, call me direct. 530-403-8309. We can talk about it on the phone. I can help you through your issue, try to diagnose it. I know a lot of people in the rock crawling industry, A-Main Hobbies, Redcat, Northwest Scalar Designs, Nomad RC, all these other people. I know a lot of people in we can most likely find it a way to fix your rig. So if you have any questions, leave me a message. In the meantime, crawl on, man. Just have a good time. I'll see you guys. Yada.